Are we ready to record now?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
I'm good.
Episode 29, right? Cool. Okay. I gotta get a drink. My juice.
Life nectar.
It's actually just tea, but I thought it'd be cool to call it juice.
It's less cool
Yeah.
because I went
All right,
from
hurry
teacup
up,
to sippy
speak
cup.
up.
Juice. All right.
You're listening to the Good Stuff Podcast with CK Helms, Zach Bandit, Ryan Mullins, and Jeremiah Elliott.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 29 of the Good Stuff Podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Blind Bandit Productions. Each and every episode of the Good Stuff Podcast is brought to you by Blind Bandit Productions. Find more about us at blindbanditproductions.com. I am CK Helms.
And I'm Zach Bandit.
And I am Jeremiah Elliott.
We are...
And I'm Ryan Mullins.
Yeah, there you go, Ryan. We'll all be Ryan. We'll all just get at least made fun of one time throughout the show.
I'm down for it.
And everybody say something, at least two things stupid, where everybody just goes on to the next thing. That way, we don't know where Ryan is. Big surprise. I know if you're a weekly listener, you're like, you don't know where Ryan is? Oh, God, we're so shocked. Yeah.
He better be dead if he's not here.
I will say, I guess we'll point out to the listener that yesterday he was so proud to have thought that it was the day that we were going to record and was like, I'm ready. I got my alarm set. And then Nick was like, yeah, I'll call you tomorrow then.
Yeah, 'cause he said, my top 5 list is ready because we know, we do top 5 on the opener. He said, my top 5 list is ready. My alarm is set. Call me at noon just to make sure I'm awake. And I was like, cool, man. I'll call you tomorrow. We're recording tomorrow. And I was like, why? And I messaged him actually just individually. And I was like, dude, I wouldn't actually. He said, I don't know why I thought it was today. And I said, I don't know either. It's fucking Wednesday. I mean, we recorded, last week on Tuesday for the mid-year special because it was 4th of July, which we hope you had a great holiday, by the way. But yeah, so, I mean, I could see where he maybe thought, I imagined that he was going to send that message on Tuesday. Tuesday, be ready to go.
Yeah,
and be like,
a new day.
Yeah, and be like, yeah, guys, we ready to record. Why would we be recording today? We record on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Oh, we recorded last week. Yes, we had to, remember? But I don't know why he thought Wednesday. He didn't know why he thought Wednesday, and I told him, I was like, it would have to be a very rare occurrence. Like, I couldn't get everybody to do Thursday or any other day because, he DJs on Tuesday night until 2 o'clock in the morning. So, I mean, I tried to steer past Wednesday just to be nice to Ryan because we're mean to him anyways because he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the easy target. Yeah, but whatever. So he's not here. But let's move on. Let's start the show. Every week we start with the opener, and we talk about something that's kind of newsworthy and it's kind of topical, more thing we can give our opinions on and stuff. Opinionated, I guess, really, here. And I mean, I had one, and then I was like, oh, wait, I almost forgot about one because it's been a while since we recorded, since it's 9 days. So I think it was earlier that this had happened. But it's a huge deal right now. It's the current controversy going around in the entertainment business, and that is the casting of, I don't know, is that Haley or Halle?
Halle Berry.
It's not Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Does anybody else see Halle Berry every time they see that name?
I thought it was Haley Berry, and then I was like, no, it's
It's Halle Bailey.
It's something Bailey. It's spelled Halle, but I was wondering if it was. I don't know.
I think it's Spanish. It's Halle Bailey.
Is it Gillet? Is it Gillet Bailey?
Oh yeah, because of the H. Yeah.
Yeah, Gillet Bailey.
Bailey.
I call her Halle Bailey though.
Yeah, I think it's Halle Bailey. I don't know. She's part of some duo singing group, and I don't know who that is. I figured Ryan would be here and he would know, because he knows music more than the rest of us, I
It was
guess.
like Hallie and Chloe or something like that.
Yeah. So I didn't know if it was Haley and Chloe or Hallie and Chloe. I don't know. Anyways, the point is that she was cast as Ariel in the live action version of The Little Mermaid by Disney, and everybody's losing their frickin' minds.
But guys, Little Mermaids aren't black.
Because she's black, and so people are throwing a fit about it.
They just need to read the book where she's green and her feet bleed and everything's horrible. But
Well, yeah, it's built because I guess people in their mind. I mean, I guess people. I don't want to throw it in race here, at all. So I'm gonna try to steer away from that but we'll see what happens. People in their mind, I guess they have a vision of, pale white skin, red hair from the Little Mermaid cartoon made by Disney, but they don't realize that Disney doesn't actually own the Little Mermaid.
Right.
That it's like a Hans Christian Andersen book.
Yeah.
So I mean, like,
Mickey brought up a great point when we were talking about it. My wife, she said at the time when The Little Mermaid came out, that was the princess for the pale-skinned redheaded girls.
Mm-hmm.
But now there's no need for that, as there was at the time of the animated film, because there's been so many more come out since then that match every criteria of every little girl that you could possibly have. So it shouldn't matter at this point. But you can only hope that they're mad for continuity's sake and not race sake, like you were saying.
Yeah. I mean, there is people that are mad about race sake, and because my brother-in-law is a big redneck, and he's posted a couple memes about it, and from their kind of degrade, he's not really racist per se, but he posts racist memes just to get people talking. And so, I mean, like, he's probably a closeted racist, but he's not very good closeted.
More of a pot stirrer than a...
Yeah, he's more of a pot stirrer, and so he's putting memes about, and so it just, there's people out there that are mad about it, but like that for that reason,
right?
Which is the same people that get mad over Captain Marvel. And
but the people that are mad that she's black, like, didn't they have like black mermaids? Because I know there were parts of the cartoon where they showed a lot of mermaids.
Yeah,
like
there was other
that they did. Yeah.
There was another mermaid that was black in the Little Mermaid movie, I believe.
Yeah, and people are like claiming, "Oh, mermaids can't be black," but I'm like, in the cartoon there were black mermaids. So
real mermaids aren't black.
Yeah,
or white.
There are no such thing as a mermaid.
Not according to that documentary that I watched a bunch of years ago, where it was the worst CGI I've ever seen.
It's all fantasy. But here's the thing is, what I don't understand is people's hate. I mean, whatever. You can hate the casting or whatever. What I don't understand is I wish people would make up their minds. Because I feel like Disney was like, we keep on getting hate on all these live action remakes we're doing because they're shot-by-shot animation ones, or, like the Jungle Book one or whatever, or whatever Lion King I just read on a review is a shot-by-shot remake. It's exactly the same, which is exactly what I want, by the way.
Right.
So I'm perfectly okay with the Lion King being shot by shot because that's what it should be. And it's like people are like mad because they're not reimagining, but then when they do a reimagining, they're mad about that too. So I'm like, what side of the bus do you want? Do you want this side of the bus? Or do you want that side of the bus? Because you can't get on both sides of the bus. There's only one side that you can.
They need to start releasing 2 movies at once. They say like RuneScape. They say you got Little Mermaid Classic and then the Little Mermaid 2019.
They should really just be mad that the Little Mermaids aren't beluga whales, because like that beluga whales were the ones that were mistaken for mermaids.
Yes,
like, years ago.
Because they're smooth.
Okay.
And they actually have knees, I think, too.
And they're super pale.
This reminded me of whenever they announced that girl Zendaya was going to be MJ in the Spider-Man movies.
Oh yeah.
In Homecoming and Far From Home.
I love Zendaya.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah. So it reminded me a lot of that, controversy too, because this is another redheaded person, Mary Jane, Spider-Man, and this is Ariel, the redheaded mermaid. Isn't it weird?
So what if it's not about her being black? It's about the fact that redheads aren't getting the film justice that they deserve.
Gingers need love too.
Yes.
They need to prove that they have souls, all right?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Was anyone here upset about the casting?
No.
I wasn't upset about it.
I've never heard her sing, and so that was my only worry. But from everything I've read, it sounds like she's an amazing singer. So
yeah.
Now the only thing I want now is Terry Crews to be King Triton. All right.
Yes. Why are we not talking about that? Even he's campaigning for it now.
Yeah. Even he's petitioning to be King Triton. So he's like one of my favorite comedic actors, and I think he would do awesome.
I saw the post that was like him as King Triton, Kevin Hart as Sebastian the Crab, and Snoop Dogg was the fish.
Was Flounder?
Yeah, Flounder.
Dude, I would totally be okay with all of this.
Yeah. And then I still want the Guy Fieri as Ursula, but
that was a pretty good one.
I'm not gonna get that. I know.
I think Guy Fieri actually shared that too on Twitter.
He's probably
Yeah. But I don't know. People just, as I said, if you're upset about it, but then are upset if they did an actual remake like shot by shot. If you just complain to complain, please just shut up. Like, actually have a reason to hate. I don't know. It's just stupid to me, to this internet, I don't know, thing that we ride on now that everybody does, that everybody's got to hate on something, Like, I just don't understand.
Oh, people just want to be mad. I think that's a big part of it, is people enjoy being mad behind a computer screen.
Yeah, I mean, the 2019 keyboard warrior society keeps on going on. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to add to it. So every week on the opener, we also do a top 5 list that kind of has to do with, that goes along with what we're talking about. This week's top 5 is the top 5 Disney films, cartoon-wise, animated, whatever, that we think should be made into live-action films. So Ryan's not here. We were going to make him go first. So I guess that I'll just start it off, and then Zach, and then Jeremiah. Does that work for everybody?
Yeah, and I'll do Ryan's list.
Cool, yeah. You do Ryan's list, and then Zach can go, then you can do your actual one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, excellent work. So we're going to do, we used to switch around to everybody did 5 and everybody did 4, but after last week's episode, we're changing it, and everybody's just going to give their list at 1. So number 5 for me. Now, I don't think that this will actually be done right now, because it's kind of like an ongoing franchise right now, and the movie, it's a set of movies, and the latest one just came out a few months ago, so I don't think this will be done, though it'd be really cool to see the first one in a live action version, and for me that would be Toy Story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd love to see it live action, and it would be kind of in the vein almost of like Jungle Book, except that Andy would be the Mowgli, Yeah. How Mowgli was the only human, and then Andy would be like the only human, basically. And Sid, I guess, because he was in the first one, right?
Yeah.
And so everything else would be CGI. It'd be really cool to see that. I don't know if they would do that, because Toy Story is like, a big franchise right now. Toy Story 4 just came out.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool, though, I think.
I mean, it's pretty damn close already. If I saw a screenshot the other day of Toy Story 1 compared to 4, and I was like, was I stupid as a child? And then of course not, because you're young and you fill in the gaps of how bad the animation was. But oh my gosh, the leaps that we've taken in animating have been insane.
Oh, for sure. Which, I mean, Toy Story at its time was a big deal for animation as well, though.
Yeah.
So before that, it was different. Number 4 for me would be Frozen. Once again, it's a franchise that's kind of ongoing right now. Frozen 2, is coming out later this year. I don't think that they would necessarily make a real live action version of it. But I think it'd be kind of cool, and I think it'd be a good idea money-wise for Disney to do. And that's something I would be super excited about seeing compared to the other ones on my list. But I feel like Disney-wise should probably do it. And plus, I want them to keep the same cast, though.
Yeah, bring Kristen Bell and yeah.
Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, whatever. I don't know. What's his name? Mess it up. Whatever his name is, I can't remember what his name is. But what Jonathan Groff is? I don't know all the characters' names. But yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. There's just keep the cast. Don't even get new people. Just keep the cast. Just make them live action people. Because they all act anyways. They're just lending their voices.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me would be Pocahontas.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's.
Sorry.
So that's your audition piece? Like, you want to just go ahead?
No, it's a running joke between me and Mickey. When we're ever out in public, we just try to embarrass each other by singing that one line louder and louder each time.
Nice. I love learning more and more about you and Mickey's relationship every time we do an episode.
It's more of just like a friendship, and we wear rings, but that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pocahontas is a classic movie, and so I thought it'd be pretty cool to see a Pocahontas live action movie. And I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. So, but I mean, they're pretty much doing all their other princesses, and I don't know if Pocahontas counts as a princess, but go ahead and do that one. Number 2 for me is Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
I purposely left that one off my list because I knew that was going to be on yours. So when it gets to me, just know that that's on there for me too, but it's not on my official one.
Nice.
But absolutely needs to be live action.
God, I mean, I feel like that's like, I don't know why they haven't. And I've seen a lot of like fan casting pictures of like, and it's always the same people that they pick of this person should play this in the live action version. I'm like, why is Disney not making this? Why? What are you doing? Atlantis is amazing, and I always thought it was weird that they haven't done any. Not only they haven't done anything live action, they don't have anything like any of their parks Atlantis wise. And I was like, this is a lost opportunity. I'm
wondering if they're not allowed to, because there is an Atlantis theme park or like resort, and I wonder if they have all the rights to say anything with that word.
I'm gonna look that up later. Now that you say that. But anyway, I'm going to finish off my list with my number 1, and it's actually my favorite Disney movie, and I need this live action, and I'd be okay with the cast, too, being the same, and that's Hercules.
Yeah, get it right.
I know there's a billion Hercules movies, but I'm talking about shot-by-shot remake of Hercules.
Yes.
We're not talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Or the other one that came out the same year.
Yeah, the other one that came out the same year. I'm talking about legit remake of the Disney Hercules movie. That would be so awesome. I'm just thinking of like all the creatures and stuff all the monsters that he fights, and then the Titans and stuff. And God, it'd be so cool. And just
I need those black ladies singing gospel and shit.
Absolutely.
Sure. And just leave James Woods as Hades. It's perfectly okay. I'm cool with that. Tate Donovan can still be Hercules. I mean, it's fine. I'm sure that Danny DeVito could be Phil. It's all good. Or at least be the voice.
If Danny DeVito's not Phil, I will boycott that movie.
It has to be. Like, that is.
I mean, he even looks like Phil. Like he's a short little fucker.
Harry, yeah.
I mean, I imagine that they would do CGI, but you could also just do some motion capture with Danny DeVito and not have to change it too much.
Fuck it, do practicals. Just glue some horns to his head. It's already bald.
Danny DeVito will do anything, so just
make him just shoot it to where he looks shorter, like how they shot the Hobbits in the Lord of the Rings movies.
Yeah.
So that way he looks shorter than Hercules and stuff. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Why is this not being done? I don't know.
I like how you assume that there needs to be camera work to make Danny DeVito look shorter than anybody.
Well, I mean, like even more shorter.
Okay.
Like more shorter. I understand.
Yeah.
He is short. I'm just saying he needs to be shorter if he's going to be a satyr.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a good top 5.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Cool.
All right, Ryan.
All right. So I didn't really know what to pick. So I saw one. I think I'd really like to see Mulan. I think that'd be cool. To be alive, I'd like to see that announced someday, maybe. Number 4 would probably be like 101 Dalmatians. That was always a good childhood favorite of mine. I like the story behind like Cruella and maybe to see where she come from. That'd be a cool live action. Number 3, it's a good date movie and it'd help me maybe get a date and find a lady that doesn't move out on me. But like Beauty and the Beast would be great to take a nice girl to. Like maybe after I'm done, meet her at karaoke and she likes my DJing, and then we can go see Beauty and the Beast. Number 2, I've always liked the Jungle Book because I like animals. I'd like to see a live action Jungle Book. That'd be pretty cool too. And just like with the animals too, you got them on land, might as well put them in the sea. I'd love to see like the Little Mermaid. That'd be a really cool live action movie too. So that's my top 5. My name's Ryan Mullins.
Switch note. That if you don't get some type of podcast award, like an Oscar for that.
Good job, Brian.
I literally am holding back tears over here. Like, I feel like you should get some type. I'm going to take that little segment there.
Send it to Ryan.
This is it.
Send it to Ryan.
This is the best 45 seconds of my life right here.
Yep. And for those that don't know, every movie that I listed has been announced or is being made or has been made years ago. But
when you said the date movie one, I about fucking died. I was like, oh no, we didn't go there. Then you're like, I like animals. Animals are cool. What the fuck?
I was trying to put the filler in that he does while he scrolls through lists to put together on the spot.
Good.
The only thing I missed was saying, "Oh, what's the name of that one?" like 8 times.
I was like, I wanted you to do that, and I also wanted you to skip one of them, then go back to it. Like I missed from 4 to 2, then go back to 3.
Yeah. Oh, I beefed it.
It's all right, man. Oh God, that was good. Zach, go ahead.
All right, so number 5, I put Oliver and Company, which was probably one of my favorite Disney's when I was younger, but it's always been a good film.
Classic film. I completely forgot about that.
It's like a class, like kind of a remake of the Oliver Twist sort of tale, but I think that would be a cool one to bring back.
Yeah,
sure. And then another one of my favorites, number 4, Fox and the Hound.
Yep,
is such a great film, and I've always loved it. But they're starting to do animals, and I like animals, so. So I'm sure they can do it.
This episode is going to be titled "I Like Animals."
Man, if we ever get the page up and running with like our bios for the podcast people, just put that as his bio and never tell him. Ryan Mullins. I like animals.
And number 3, which is The Black Cauldron.
Wow, that's deep, yo. It's deep.
That movie, like even the animation and all the shit, that movie always creeped me the fuck out. But like even the animation is fucking scary. It just gives you like a sense of dread. I don't know, but it was actually the first Disney movie that was PG and not G.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
So I wonder if like the live action one would be like PG-13. That'd be cool.
Let Eli Roth do it and go full
make a
R.
Black Cauldron rated R movie. And then number 2, I chose Tarzan.
Yeah.
Like the same type of thing with like Hercules. Like I would want like a beat for beat kind of Tarzan Disney classic, not like just like a Tarzan. That's
but
not.
They gotta wait and do that with Frozen because those have been officially linked.
Oh yeah, because they're related or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
also you like animals.
Yes, I like animals, and I like the gorillas and stuff. They give me joy in life. And then my top 1 is also Hercules, which.
Sorry,
yeah.
Thought we were clapping.
What?
I thought we were clapping. I'm sorry.
Oh, you started clapping? Sorry.
Yeah.
Slow clap. Yeah, Hercules, basically everything you said pretty much, and like we need Danny DeVito back as Phil. And
that would be the controversy that I'd be on board with, is if they did that and Danny DeVito wasn't cast as Phil, then I'd be the guy online typing up novels about how they fucked it up.
Exactly.
I'd be right there with you. We'd be going to the Mouse's studio and talking to the Mouse himself.
Yep. And then we'd all get hypnotized and converted, and they'd never see us again. Maybe that's what happened to Ryan. Maybe he's...
We need our purity rings.
Oh my God.
Brought to you by the Jonas Brothers.
All right, yep,
Jeremiah,
that's my top 5.
Bring us on out.
All right, my number 5 is Big Hero 6. I think that would be awesome live action if you get with the only real CGI in that being the robot, but that could be really cool. It'd be hard to do though with the physics that were happening in that movie. But number 4, this is on behalf of Mickey. She and I agreed that the Brave Little Toaster should be a live action
I had
remake.
thought about that earlier, but I wasn't sure if that was Disney or not.
Because there's
It is Disney.
There's no people in it, so it would be one of those live action ones that people get mad that they're calling it live action.
Then we should definitely do it.
Yeah. Number 3, I kind of crossed the bridge a bit on this one into Pixar, but I want a live action Up.
Well, Big Hero 6 is Pixar too, so.
Oh, okay. I thought they were just Disney.
No.
Okay, well then I'm counting that. Up. I want Up live action. Because I want fuck it, we'll make Danny DeVito be the the old man.
Yes. Give Danny DeVito all the jobs.
Yeah. My number 2, a live action Brave would be cool. Not a shot by shot, but just that Scottish world live action, and maybe do it a little better than how the animated one ended. But I think that would be cool. And then my number 1 has to be live action. Would be one or both of the Goofy movies need to be live action remake. Because
Leaning Tower of Jesus.
Yeah.
The Goofy movie is like one of my favorite Disney movies.
And I want them to cast Kanye West as the power slide guy, or the
the with the white jacket. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And we need Danny DeVito as Pete.
Give Danny DeVito all the jobs.
Give him all the jobs. Yeah, he could be what's her face's dad in Brave.
Yeah.
He could voice the robot in Big Hero 6 too.
Danny DeVito, we need you.
You're our only hope.
If you're listening to this podcast, which I'm sure you are.
You're our only hope. I almost want to change the name of the podcast episode to that. But I like animals is good too.
I bet Danny DeVito likes animals.
All right, guys. That was fun stuff. Let's get into it. We're talking about releases, and we only got one release for you this week, and that's coming to theaters tomorrow, Friday, July the 12th, and that is Stuber, which was a Fox movie and is now a Disney movie, and it's rated R. It's the first Disney movie in 8 years to be rated R.
So does that make Dave Bautista
Stuber
a Disney princess?
I mean, basically. Zach, are you excited about this? Sorry, Jeremiah, did I cut you off, man?
Oh, I was just saying I'm pumped for it, but I'll let Zach go.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. It's cool to see Bautista getting more jobs, because he's got this movie, and then he's got that other movie with the secret agent shit, so...
Yeah.
See how he does.
I think it'll be great. I love Kumail Nanjiani. He's very, very funny.
Oh yeah, I love him too.
His movie that he did about his life story with his wife, The Big Sick, was incredible.
Oh yeah, I watched that. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
And he was good in the Twilight Zone episode. If you saw that one, I don't know if you saw that, but
and he's funny in every little bit character parts that he has in movies. He just every time he's on screen, I find myself laughing, and so
especially in have you guys seen Silicon Valley?
I love Silicon Valley.
Yeah, that's like my favorite HBO show.
Yes, God, he's funny in it.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the movie. I don't know if I'm gonna go see it in theaters personally, just because I feel like it's be better DVD wise. I don't know.
And you have a family of 20, so it's kind of hard to do that anyway.
So that. But I'm really excited for Bautista just to get more roles. Give Bautista the secondary roles. That's my other thing. But a lot of the acting that Bautista has done before has been not so good. But ever since he's played Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy, I feel like he's really gotten confidence from that role.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's grown as an actor, to be honest.
Yeah, I really feel like it really boosted his confidence, and he stopped caring about wrestling per se, and focused more on getting better as an actor. And he's really grown and gotten better in my eyes, and so I'm really happy for him. So, and plus, it looks like we've talked about it when the trailer came out. We talked about how funny it was, so I'm really excited for it. So that's a thumbs up from all of us to go see the movie.
Yeah,
thumbs up.
Definitely gonna watch it. But like all comedies and stuff like that, I'm either gonna wait for it to come out or I'm gonna do a matinee Super Tuesday. But
yeah, I'll probably see it in theaters because there's a movie theater right across the street from me, and I have no life anyway. And watching movies in theaters is like my antidepressant anyway. So
no life, no wife. Why the fuck not?
Hey man, I'm chilling with no responsibilities, so I'm cool.
You should get that on a shirt though. No life, no wife. Why the fuck not?
I could make one on a Vistaprint or something.
Yeah, do it. I'd wear it.
I thought you said you could make a wife.
Yeah, I can make a wife on Vistaprint.
You could be a weeaboo with the body pillow. Your waifu.
Nice. All right. Let's move into trailers, and we only got one for you today because the other two trailers I didn't care for. So the only trailer I got for you today is the Mulan teaser. Hey man, that was on Ryan. That was on Ryan's list.
Oh, it's sure. Hey Ryan, come on, man. We said things that aren't announced. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I guess I just missed it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That's okay, Ryan. We know you're a fucking dumbass. So.
That's just me.
That's our Ryan. Can we take these clips and just send them to Ryan later?
Oh
God.
Jeremiah.
Yes.
What did you think about it, man?
Uh, it looks good. It looks like they're basing it off of the real Mulan, because I think I read something that there's not going to be music in it. It's just the story of Mulan. It's a live action movie, and that's it. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet, but regardless, Mulan is my favorite Disney movie. I love it dearly, and I'm gonna go see it because it looks great. I think the casting looks really well from the small snippets that I saw. But then again, most of that teaser was like her swinging a sword and then them in the snow area of the movie, which
She's a girl the entire time, though. She's not, right? Is that what way
as
it
far
is
as
in the book or something?
and I think I can't remember on the real story if she did go undercover or not. Let me see, but
Just watching the teaser, it doesn't look like she does, but it's hard to tell because there's only like two really locations in the teaser, so it's really hard to tell from a teaser. So I'd have to wait for the trailer to see. But from the teaser, just judging, it doesn't look like she goes undercover as a man.
right, and either that or they're gonna flip it around and let her get revealed a little earlier. So I'm not sure.
All right. Well, I I don't think it looks bad. Okay. I just feel like Mulan's one of those movies that the stuff in Mulan, I really want to see that in the live action version. And so it was upsetting to me when I've heard that there wasn't going to be music, which, because I feel like a lot of those songs are needed. I got upset that there's not going to be a Mushu or a Cricket or her grandma, and she's got a sister. What's going on here?
I know. Yeah.
I understand that it's probably based more off the book. I get it. Okay, I understand that. But I feel like there's some of the movies that I want to see different interpretations, mainly because I don't necessarily think that the interpretations we saw on animated were as good, as held up good. Like the Brave, how you said that Brave should be a different story type thing, because you said like the ending was one thing.
Yeah, this is one that should not. Yeah.
This is one that I feel like should be a shot for shot, and like maybe not exactly shot for shot, but I mean, I feel like you're taking out all the good parts of the movie to me.
Right. I mean, man, I'm gonna be so pissed that I don't get to see "Be a Man." That's a great song.
Yeah, and also it doesn't. There's no Shang or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, the love interest.
Yeah. And so I mean, I understand focusing more on Mulan, whatever. I understand that, and that's totally okay. If you wanted to make a second Mulan movie, then go ahead. Like someone else make a Mulan movie. But if you're Disney making a Mulan movie, you know what made Mulan great. Why are you taking all that stuff out of it?
Right, and that's what I feel like they should just call it Mulan and not call it Disney's Mulan, even though Disney's doing it. But that's going to throw a lot of people off who are going to be mad, that are not going to read the news, are not going to know that there's no music, and then they're going to come out pissed off.
Yeah. And I that's what's upsetting to me about it. I don't think that, as I said, I don't think the teaser looks bad. I just feel like you took everything that I like about Mulan and took it out. Not saying that this won't be a badass movie and she won't be a badass woman in it and stuff like that. I don't want to take that from her. So please, women, please don't send me a bunch of hate mail over it, because I'm sure she's going to be badass. It's going to be cool and all that, right? But
Right.
I just feel like you're taking out what I want to see. Zach, and I'm pretty sure Zach feels the same.
Basically the same. Pretty much everything you've already said. So I don't really have anything else to add to that.
Cool. Well, like we said, this is just a teaser, so maybe there will be something bigger that comes out that gives a better understanding of what we're going to see.
Yeah, like you said, that it's just nothing's been really for sure like confirmed or anything. It's just saying, this is what people said.
Yeah, it's on the list to be done. It's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, people said there's no music in it, but yet we haven't seen that there's no music in it. So until
I thought the director had confirmed that there would be no songs in it.
I think maybe the music, but like such as there not being a Mushu and stuff, all those characters and all the other characters for the movie, I don't think that's been confirmed. I don't really know for sure.
Right.
It still sucks about the music though. 'Cause
I know. How will we ever know how to get down to business to defeat the Huns?
That I know. I don't know. How are we going to defeat
Yeah,
the
there's
Huns?
not gonna be no freaking make a man out of you montage.
I know.
Like
How
what
many
the hell?
Man, every time I sing that song, I can do all the voices at the talking part, and I like it. It's really fun to do at karaoke. I should go ruin Ryan's night.
And
Can we do
now,
that?
now we're gonna have. Now we're just gonna instead of a song, we're just gonna have an hour of her becoming a better warrior.
Guys' night. All I heard was guys' night, karaoke, be a man.
I'm down.
Tequila.
Tequila.
And tequila.
And tequila. I can't do karaoke without singing Living La Vida Loca, so that'll happen too.
And in honor of my friend, our friend Ben Gibson, I have to do Pop from NSYNC as well. So if I was going to just...
Oh, that'd be great if we just went out one night and completely kept the karaoke list tied up. Just sang songs that Ryan hated.
Speaking of Ben Gibson, I did watch his new short film Broken, which was really good.
I'll have to give that a look.
Yeah. Ask him for because he hasn't publicly released it, so I just asked him for the link, and he'll give you a link.
Or you could just send it to us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I could just send you the link because I have
God's
it.
sake.
But,
Good job. Anyway, moving on. You did your fulfillment of being Ryan today. Let's get into the news, guys. And the top news that we're going to start off with is WarnerMedia has announced a streaming service because everybody needs a streaming service. And it is called HBO Max. It is coming spring of 2020. And I'm going to start us off here first. So I'm going to tell you some details about it. It's going to have it's going to have content from DC, TNT, TBS, True TV, the CW, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth, HBO, and more. There's going to be exclusive content, including movies and shows, and then they're going to have all of the seasons of all the episodes of Friends will be on there, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Pretty Little Liars, the Batwoman series that's coming out, and more. They haven't announced any pricing or anything like that, but there's a couple of things from this news that I'm kind of curious about. So it says HBO shows, and it also says DC shows and CW shows. So HBO, DC, and the CW all have, and does Crunchyroll as well have app? Right?
Right.
Will those streaming services still exist, or will they all be rolled into this WarnerMedia one?
I think that they will, because there is an app called VRV, which has all of your anime and Crunchyroll, Funimation, Rooster Teeth, and all that stuff, and they compile them together for a little bit higher rate than Crunchyroll, and Crunchyroll still exists, and so does VRV.
But the only thing about this difference to me, though, I mean, I get what you're saying. That makes sense. But does VRV own the stuff on Crunchyroll?
No.
Because WarnerMedia owns all these companies.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, then maybe.
Now, Crunchyroll would be the one that's a little different because they have stuff from other people, right? I mean, it's not just like stuff that's their exclusive. So that may be a little different. But as far as the DC and the CW and the HBO, those are all exclusively owned, and the stuff properties on there are owned by WarnerMedia.
See, and that's what makes me wonder about Rooster Teeth too. Is are they going to make them take away their? They have their own, called Rooster Teeth First with their service, and then their YouTube channel, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's almost a worry of are they going to roll this together into a streaming service and capitalize on something that used to be on a free platform?
Yeah, we're not going to be able to see their stuff free now.
Right.
I mean, you got to see it exclusive first free if you had the Rooster Teeth First, like you, right?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That on
you could watch things a couple days early.
Right.
They had a few shows that you could only watch with First, like Day 5 and things like that. And But then the regulars, Red versus Blue, Camp, all their normal stuff, and even just their shorts that they do for YouTube. Like, is this about to all go away?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a lot involved, and I mean, we didn't get enough information. That this is literally the information that I said is pretty much the only information they gave.
Yeah.
Like, I wrote down for you guys and for myself all the information that was given. So I don't know. I guess it would also be cool. It's just so that's really up in the air for that. What's going to happen with all that? So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Because the one I guess I have the most stake in. Well, the CW one, the CW's app is free as well. It's free. So
yeah.
And you can watch. They have like CW Seed, which is all the seasons of like old shows that are no longer on air anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then the current running shows, when they're on, they keep 5 at a time on there. So would that go away?
If you have cable too, you can watch like TNT, TBS. Like they all have their own separate apps. Like
Right, yeah.
True TV, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the DC one is because of DC Universe. That's the one that's the newest streaming service, so that doesn't have a whole lot of subscribers to that I could see being folded to this. The only thing I would hate about this being folded is that they have their entire comic book library is in there. So would that be folded into the service? I would hope so if it did.
And then the big question, like with me, is I get all these channels and I have HBO. Am I just gonna get this service, or am I gonna lose some of these shows on my on demand? There needs to be a couple of announcements coming before this drops, before people start throwing money.
Yeah, you got a good 9 months, I think,
Yeah.
because it's summer, so it's a spring 2020.
Mhm.
9 months, they need a lot more information. As I said, exclusive content of shows and movies. There was nothing that I saw that really jumped out the page for me, so I didn't write anything down. And I said they have all episodes of like some of these shows I announced, but the one that I really thought about was the Friends one, because Netflix just paid $100 million to keep it just for the year 2019.
Right. Yeah.
It's a fun fact for anybody that didn't know that. Netflix literally had Friends, all the episodes of Friends on Netflix, and they had a contract and it ran up. So since WarnerMedia was having their service come out in 2020, they literally charged Netflix $100 million just to keep Friends for 1 year. Are people watching Friends that much on Netflix that it was they were like, 100 million? Whatever.
Yeah,
they must be if they pay that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, Friends is probably one of the most popular shows of all time, but still crazy. Oh, God. Like, I was like, that's a crazy amount of money. That's some Downey money right there.
Oh, sorry, I had to mute my mic. I was peeing.
Well, we appreciate that.
Oh, you know. But yeah, no, it'll just be interesting to see what happens, and it made me wonder about all these shows that you see, the news stories about the contracts and then paying all this money to keep them came out before this, and it's like, are all of these going to be involved in this somehow?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens from here.
Yep.
To see more. Because right now I'm more worried about it than anything. I mean, that's my current feelings on it.
So if I guess that's another one. Is DC going to keep their streaming service too?
That's one of my big concern about it is that, I'm a big proponent of DC Universe. You guys know that. And so that's what I'm kind of more scared about, is that what's going to become with DC Universe. So,
but that's my thought process, though, is just like the VRV. You could pay $5 a month for Crunchyroll, but it's $10 for VRV because of all these other apps that they include. So I wonder if DC will keep theirs, Adult Swim will keep theirs at this price, and then HBO is going to combine them for a higher price.
So I wonder how much do you think that would be then? What do you think about $12 to $15 probably.
Man, I don't know. I just know with all these streaming services, it's getting to the point where everyone's like, "Oh, it's cheaper to not have cable." It's kind of getting to the point that it's not. Like it's adding up.
Yeah.
Yeah. HBO alone is like what, $15 or so.
Yeah, I $15 for extra on my bill.
Oh, really?
Yep. So I've got my channel lineup, and then you can go on and still get the premium channels for $10 to $15 more, depending on which one you get and how many you put on there.
Well, depending on if they have just old HBO shows or current HBO shows, who knows what this price? It may be $20 a month for this WarnerMedia.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this could be one of the 20, 30 a month for all these different channels.
I mean, because that's a lot. I mean, you heard me say all the names. That's a lot of fucking content.
It's also a lot of content that other networks have, like Adult Swim. You can watch a lot of that on Hulu. Things like that.
So yeah, it's interesting to see what's going to happen from here. It's like WarnerMedia was just like, all these people making these streaming services? Fuck that.
Yeah. It's almost like, at what point is it just going to be an internet TV company?
Zach, you got anything to add to this, or?
Not really. The only streaming service I really care about is the Disney one.
The Disney Plus? I'm super excited about that one.
Yeah. That's all I care about right now.
Yeah.
But I probably will not invest in WarnerMedia, so I don't really have too much to say about it.
It really, I would have to see what they're going to do with these other apps that are involved of stuff that I watch, like Rooster Teeth and CW, DC, that kind of stuff. Like, I have to see what's going to become of those things before I would invest in this.
I feel like if you are worried about it, their news might be the better one to follow instead of WarnerMedia.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they're smaller and more fan base, they might tell you what's happening before the big company does.
Yeah. I'm gonna be watching for sure.
Yep.
But Zach, let me start with you on this next one though. The Joker movie is coming out soon, and the director has just went out and said that people are going to be mad over this movie because it doesn't follow any storyline in the comics. Now, I know you're a big Marvel guy, but I mean, it's Joker. But so what are your thoughts on this statement, and then maybe the movie in general?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure people will always bitch about anything, no matter what. So, but yeah, I'm sure there's hardcore fans out there that will be mad because it doesn't follow any particular storyline. But I mean, yeah, I'm not really a DC person, but so I don't really care either way.
Yeah.
It's
Joaquin Phoenix though, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, from the trailer I've seen, it looks alright. So, I mean, I'm guessing this is just gonna be like a standalone thing, and it's not gonna take place in any DC universe or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine, I think. Joker's a great character, whether you do it canon or its own world. It's just something. It's a great character to do something with. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah. To me, the character Joker doesn't have an origin. So the fact that this origin film is not going to follow any comics and it's going to be completely different makes total sense. Like, any fan of Joker should be totally okay with it because it's just another origin of Joker because he doesn't have a set origin. So
Right.
you should be totally, actually, I felt a lot more relieved when I heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix, I was really, him being cast, kind of like, because I knew they were making when they first said they were making a Joker origin film, I said, that's stupid, Joker doesn't have origin. And they said Joaquin Phoenix. I was like, well, hold on a minute. I may need to pay attention to this. And then they had Robert De Niro in it. And I was like, hey, this movie may end up being good just because the actor's involved.
Right.
And now that they have said that it's not going to follow any comics and people are going to probably get mad, and I was like, no, I'm actually really relieved now that you said that.
Yeah.
Because
What do you think, Ryan?
Oh wait, whose turn is it to be Ryan? It's not mine.
Let me see. Let me go, Ryan. Yeah, it's the Joker movie. Yeah, it's got some of those actors that I like. Hold on, let me say. You know, the one actor, yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, yeah, I love that guy. He was in uh, that Johnny Cash movie, Walk the Line. Yeah, yeah, I love that movie. It was so good. And
I'm a huge Marvel fan, so I'm gonna go see it.
yeah, totally, dude.
That was great.
That was a good one.
All right, guys.
I could
So-
feel you searching for who is Joaquin Phoenix while you were trying to talk.
That's what I was doing. I was like, I was hovering over your little icon on the screen, and I was pretending like I was reading what was behind your little icon. So
I will say, as one Joker moment with him being crazy and doing all things with his face and body, after that meme that came out about Joaquin Phoenix's forehead looking like a person's face smiling when he's upside down, he needs to have the tattoo of a little smiley face on that forehead line. That'd be a great Joker decision.
And also Zazie Beetz or whatever her name is
Mhm.
is in the movie too. So. But all right, guys. So now we're going to move to the next thing, and we're kind of blurring the lines between movies and shows and video games here. And so I got you because
That was me blurring the lines.
good job blurring the lines because we're moving into the video game news. But before we do, we're getting video game / movie news and stuff here, and so I'm giving you plenty of ammunition here for your insult Nick time, and so. Netflix just announced a Cuphead animated series. So,
I just hope it's as dark as the game.
right? They said they literally don't even have a storyline for it yet. The people making the Cuphead thing, the
Yeah.
people behind it, they said we don't actually have a story for it planned yet or anything. They literally, they're just like, hey man, and they're like, you guys, we like your game. You guys want to make an animated series? And they're like, sure.
God, that's my dream, to be at that level of fame or like power in this industry, because we do that shit all the time, of just like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if like A Plague Tale was a movie? And like, this is what these people are doing. They're going, oh, this would be a cool movie, and then they're like, well, here, take all of our money and do it.
And they're like, what are y'all doing with it? I don't know.
I don't know.
They just gave us a show. Literally, read the article. If you go find the article, look it up, and it literally has quotes from the people making it. And they said, we don't really have a storyline planned out yet. And I was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know it until I was getting ready for the show, and I was reading the notes, and I had it on the notes, and I was trying to read, like, kind of what the story would be like. And I was like, okay, where's some info on it? And I was like, and it said that. We really don't know where the story is. And I was like, what the hell? These
Hey,
people...
we made this movie. Oh, cool. What's it about? I don't know. We made it. Well, why'd you do it? We did it.
We're like halfway to having a whole 8-episode season of show already completely written, and these people don't even have an idea and have money given to them. Like,
Oh,
what?
beautiful.
Well, just like that episode of South Park.
Oh yeah. Thank you for calling Netflix. You've been greenlit.
That
If only
is
it were
like-
that easy. What?
Did you play Cuphead?
I don't even know anything about it, to be honest.
I played it for about 30 minutes before I rage quit, and I was like, "This is cool." And then I watched Markiplier play it, and just kind of accepted that.
I've just seen people play it. I haven't played it myself, mainly because I didn't want to break anything.
It's infuriating.
All I know is that the show is going to be made with 1930s animation. That's all you really need to know. And if you want to learn more about Cuphead, Google that.
It's gonna look cool. I mean, the story behind it is, I mean, obviously they don't have that, and it sounds like they're not following the game, but it's a cool little world. It's interesting. It's adorable animation with a super dark story, and I think it could be something really cool. That was like the only thing I got from that game, and then I was like, I'm gonna go back to Fallout on very easy and just kill some death claws. So
Nice. So the second bit of Blurring the Line news is Joe Taslim, who was in some stuff. I don't remember what he was in. I forgot to write that down. I don't know who he was. There you go.
I'm typing. Who is Joe Taslim? Okay, well, you guys know who Joe Taslim is. He's an Indonesian actor.
Good job, man. He is playing Sub-Zero in the Mortal Kombat reboot.
He's going to be awesome for it. If you guys don't know who he is, I just know this because I love the movies. But he's the main guy in the Raid series, and if you haven't seen the Raid Redemption, it's the whole concept of that movie is a SWAT team that he's kind of frontlining or is the main guy of, has to get a drug kingpin at the top of this 30-story building, and the whole movie is them fighting to the top of this building to arrest this guy. And his level of martial arts is going to be perfect to be put into a Mortal Kombat situation.
Sweet. Whenever we saw that announcement yesterday, and I didn't know what the Raid was, and I hadn't seen it, and I didn't think Zach had seen it either.
I don't even know who that guy is. So
if you got an hour and a half and just feel like clenched fist wanting to fight with somebody, watch the Raid. And the Raid 2. They're incredible movies, and they're done almost video game style, to where every 4 or 5 floors they run across some martial arts master drug dealer that has some quirk about him, and it's almost like a boss fight, and then he makes it to the top to take on the main boss of the Kingpin.
Huh.
Nice.
Cool. What was I gonna say? Something. Can't remember what it was. Nope. Don't remember.
Okay.
Oh, when it got announced, though, I literally said to myself, I said, in the Mortal Kombat reboot, and I said, oh, I completely forgot they were doing that. So
wait, is it a reboot or is it a sequel?
This will be a reboot, Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I really like Joe Taslim. Yeah. So, I like him.
Nice.
I'm also a mix between Ryan and Christian Stewart.
Kristen Stewart or Christian Stewart?
Christian Stewart. You know, from Terminator Salvation Twilight. Christian Stewart.
Nice.
Okay, so real question. What is this is the thing that I missed. What is the Mortal Kombat reboot? Is it a movie or a series or what are we doing?
It's a movie. They're making another Mortal Kombat movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, I
high hopes and low expectations. That's how I'm going into this.
I mean, you saw Mortal Kombat Annihilation or whatever it's called. You better have low hopes.
Mm-hmm.
Low expectations.
Yeah, I like that movie.
It's so bad that I know when he's flipping into character.
Man, that was such a bad movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So does anyone else have anything to say about this before we go on to the next thing?
Well, my name's Ryan Mullins, and I love Batman and Robin. That was such a good flick.
Keanu Reeves sucks, man.
I'm super excited for Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero. I think that they need to add Donnie Yen as Scorpion.
Oh my god.
Who, if you don't know who he is, he's the guy that plays in the Ip Man movies. And if they could put that as the big rival fight of those two together, I think that would be incredible. That would save the movie no matter what happens.
And if you want to see him wear a blindfold and kick a fucking bottle cap off of a Coke, you can do that too.
Yeah. Yeah. For current reference, he's the blind guy in Rogue One. Yeah, that's Donnie Yen.
Yep. That's why I said, "Oh my God, yes, yes, yes."
Yeah, I think Jack Chan would make a good Raiden.
Yeah, he would. That'd be awesome.
I'd be okay with that. So, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Is that cool with anybody?
Yep.
Everybody? Cool. Well, so I'm just gonna say Mortal Kombat's getting a reboot before the Gears of War movie. So, since y'all didn't say it,
We trashed you in the group chat. I'm good there. I've done did it.
oh, thanks. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So, Black Ops 4 just came out with a new operation on the PS4 this week, which me and Zach, we're pretty excited about. And whenever this news came out last week, I literally was calling Zach while he was in watching Spider-Man Far From Home, and I just kept calling him. I was like, answer the phone. And I'll send a message. I was like, answer the phone ASAP. It's an emergency. And then
911, 911.
I was Facebook and messaging. Oh my God, look at you. And then I was like, I have to tell you something. Answer your phone. And then I was just wanting him to answer the phone so I could tell him that it got announced, because it's called Operation Apocalypse Z, and it's all zombie related. And we had said it before.
Oh, I was thinking zebras. Sorry.
No, it's zombies. And Zach's big thing is zombies, and we had already said that the next operation should be zombies. Once again, we spoke it into the universe, and it happened. We have really got to stop saying stuff, because we're really bad about it.
Yeah, it was so crazy when I checked my bank account the other day, and there were $12 million in there.
No. Why does it never happen to that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Stuff that I care about. But then he didn't answer. Then I just sent him the link, and I was like, check your Facebook messages right now.
I'm gonna guess that his response was cool.
No. He was a little more enthusiastic.
I don't remember what my response was. But...
I think it was like holy f*** or something like that. It was excitement. Believe it or not.
I'm gonna get that game eventually and play with you guys. I gotta finish Sinking City first.
Right. You do have to finish that game, so other people can play it.
Yes. So I mean,
just saying.
It's pretty cool. There's a lot more zombies everywhere. Like on the bigger map, it's like all foggy and shit. And it's
the rivers are made of blood and stuff.
Yeah, all the water is red, and like it looks like a barren wasteland. And, like there's like no windows, and some are boarded up and stuff. And then there's
no windows. You said and then on the Alcatraz map, it's completely dark. There's tons of zombies around. There's hellhounds. The warden is at places too, and he's not very fun to deal with.
So is this? I guess I just don't know Black Ops 4. Is this like the Blackout style where you're going to be fighting other people with zombies around, or?
Yeah, it's basically a battle royale still.
Okay.
That's pretty much all we play is the battle royale.
Yeah, there's 3 different modes. They have multiplayer, they have Blackout, which is the battle royale, then they have the zombie mode, and we just play the Blackout mode.
Okay.
But the Operation Z, they have zombie type stuff on all of like the multiplayer and the Blackout and the zombie. They have like a different zombie mode.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And what I'm really excited for is in like a week or two they're gonna release the pandemic mode, which is it's a battle royale with like 100 people, and when you die, you're still in the game, but you're a zombie.
Yeah, so think like Infected or the Flood mode from Halo. Like whenever, like there's one person that's the zombie or whatever, and then when he kills the somebody, that person becomes a zombie or a Flood or whatever it is, depending on which Halo you play. Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Think that, but on Blackout mode with 100
awesome.
people.
Yeah.
So there's zombies, and then if you die, you become a zombie.
Yeah, I think I got my first taste of that back in Counter-Strike on one of the mod servers.
Yeah, so there's literally could be 99 zombies plus the other zombies on the map versus you.
That'd be fun.
We're super excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess 98, because wouldn't you win at number 1?
I don't know. I don't know if you have to like.
I don't know if you have to kill all the zombies or not, but because it said you can keep if you die, you can keep respawning as a zombie until the final collapse. So.
Okay.
Oh, so there's like a time, I guess, when the
Yeah, so on the final collapse, you can't respawn as a zombie anymore. So I'm guessing you still have to kill all the zombies.
So it'd be truly last man standing.
Right. Yeah.
Nice.
So you can make it down to the final collapse, and then the zombies will stop coming. Then once you kill them, they don't come back.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's coming. They'll probably be out next week or something like that. That particular mode, but it's a cool operation. Of course, we've talked about Blackout tons of times on the show, so we're big fans. And so if you do ever want to play with us, not you necessarily, Jeremiah, we do want you to play with us. But if you're listening to the show, want to play with us, you can add me on PS4. I'm CK the Red Hood. Then Zach, yours is what?
Z-Bandit.
And then Jeremiah is also on PS4 too, if you want to play games with him.
Yep, I am Papa Bojangles, just like every other platform that you can find me on. With a Z, like Apocalypse Z.
Oh, and look, you're made for this. Get the game.
Man, let me just turn off my segue real quick.
if you wanna play with us, the passcode, just send us a message that say Ryan Mullen sucks.
That is if you have to send the message, because if you just invite us or try to join a party, we get lots of invites from people and we never accept them because we can't remember if we played with those people and they just want to play with us again, or if they're people that actually want to play with us. So make sure you send a message.
Yeah, remember, Ryan Mullen sucks.
Yeah, server name is I Like Animals.
That's what it's going to be tomorrow. Today it was hard dicks and gasoline. Don't know why.
That's an interesting combo because it makes you think. Like, are the dicks hard because of the gasoline, or are they just?
No, we were talking about this. We're like, that would be a good, like, hard dicks as like an alcoholic name, like a alcohol, like
you're in one of our shows.
Let me get 4 shots of hard dicks.
No, or like set like a 6-pack at a gas station, and the guy at the counter's like hard dicks, and then the guy points out to his car and goes, and gasoline.
I like it.
Yeah. Well, we were coming up with ideas for stuff whenever we were playing games. That's what we do. That's where we do our best brainstorming, is when we're playing Call of Duty. That's why you should be there.
Okay.
Like, brainstorm with us.
Bokeh.
Come on, Dino.
Bokeh.
All right, guys, moving on. So, Batman Arkham Collection has just been leaked, coming to PS4 and Xbox One in September. This is 3 of the Batman Arkham games, the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight. And they're the first 2 are remastered, and which is weird.
Didn't they already remaster it for the PS4 though?
Yes, yes, they did. Yes, they did. So I'm really confused about this because they've already remastered the first 2, and they don't really have to remaster Arkham Knight because it came out on Xbox One and PS4.
Right.
So I don't really know what this deal is here.
I think it's gonna be like the Master Chief Collection or Hell BioShock did it, to where it's, yes, they've remastered each one individual, but now they're gonna sell you a box set.
I mean, I'm the type of person that loves the game so much that I would buy it again.
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't bought the remastered Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, the Return to Arkham, so it feels a little bit better because I haven't bought that. I almost did buy it one day and I didn't, so I kind of feel a little bit better about it. I just want a remastered version of Arkham Origins, though, because, God, that's like one of my favorite ones, even though it wasn't made by the same people. It was made by Warner Brothers Montreal instead of Rocksteady. But I guess it's kind of cool. I mean, that they're coming up with another one, or that they're coming out with this collection. I really wish they would just tell us what game they're working on now, instead of coming out with the same games we've already seen in a collection form. But right. I mean, whatever, Just,
you do you, boo boo.
Whatever. Take my money, I guess. But whatever. Great collection of games, though. So I really can't be too upset because I love those games, and I will play Arkham Asylum any day of the week.
Yeah.
So.
And in other news, if you're in September, people are going to be storming Area 51. So if you're down for that,
don't do it. Don't do it.
What?
Have you guys not seen those memes with storming Area 51?
I have. I've seen one that said it was one of them where they're like, well, they can't stop all of us. And then it was just a soldier, and he laughs at 3,000 rounds per minute, and he was holding a minigun.
I'm so confused.
People are petitioning and banding together, and there's over 200,000 people that have said that they're going to do it, of where they're just going to storm Area 51 and find all the secrets that are hidden within in late summer, kind of the September range, like Zach was saying.
I think September 20th or something like that.
Yeah.
And others means everywhere.
It's not going to work. People are forgetting that landmines exist. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Because here's the worst part is they know that you're coming there, so they're gonna have an inflatable alien, and they're gonna build secret Area 52. And
there's already a secret Area 52.
What's there? All right, September 21st. Whoever survives 51 or storming Area 52.
Hey, I'm going.
What's at 1 through 50? What's at 1 through 50?
I don't know.
Don't fucking do it. Don't run into a heavily armed military complex. I have to say that legally. Now, me speaking, yeah, fucking do it. Go. Let's go get those aliens.
You'll be real mad when it's just a little bitty Mac and Me alien, and it ain't something cool.
Oh, I know.
Or eat your face. One of the two. Then what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's going to be World War Z in here, and we're going to be fighting, or World War A, we're going to be fighting aliens and shit because of your idiot selves on September 20th.
There's this meme I just saw of some guy hiding in a cupboard, and it says, over the guy, there's a text that says, the rest of us about to storm the ICE detention camps. And then there's a SWAT guy that says, the National Guard deploying to stop the Kyles at Area 51.
Oh, y'all have fun. But if you're not going to storm that place, Area 51 on September 20th, you know what you can do on September the 20th?
What?
You can get a Nintendo Switch Lite.
Tell me more.
It comes in 3 different colors. It's a new Nintendo Switch.
Oh my.
They come in yellow, gray, turquoise, and in November they're coming out with a special edition Pokemon version.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Well, what are the negatives on this? Why is it called the Lite instead of just the regular?
Okay, well, I mean, you could see these as positives or negatives, whichever you want, but here's some of the details on it. It's smaller than the original Nintendo Switch. It's got a 5.5-inch screen. The Joy-Cons don't detach. There's no TV hookup, so basically it's just handheld mode, because if you have
only
a Nintendo
5
Switch,
inches.
Only 5 inches, man. I know, so sad. There's no TV hookup, so you can only play it handheld. There's no rumble, so games like Super Mario Odyssey, it's going to have some problems, seeing as you have to use a rumble on that game.
Right.
But there is improved 3 to 7 hour battery life, though.
That's like a whole day, Nick.
It is. It
Whoa.
is quite almost, just like a couple hours off. And then the D-pad style control pad. So they improved the control pad and made it D-pad style, which is more universally liked by the video game community.
Hold on a second, because this sounds awfully familiar. Is this just a Game Boy that they're throwing a new label on?
That's what it sounds like, Jeremiah. That's what it sounds like to me.
They're not going to release DS or Game Boys. They're going to release...
Because I thought this whole thing about the Nintendo Switch was that we were combining the handhelds and the consoles to one. And now we're making a handheld version of it. What the hell, Nintendo?
No, that's not why. They just did it because, you know, they want to reach out to the other handheld people, you know.
Well, yeah, as someone with no hands, I am furious.
Now, here's the thing. No, there is people that play it more in handheld mode than tabletop modes, and some of them people are my friends, so I can't really say it on them bad. For me, the appeal of a Nintendo Switch is having on console, and let's talk about what the number one thing is and why the fuck they're making a special edition Pokemon version that comes out in November. Because that's the one thing that I'm thinking about, is my one thing that I want to argue about, is that the whole point of the Nintendo Switch Pokemon Sword and Shield is having a fucking console Pokemon game. And now you're going to make a handheld, Nintendo Switch just being a handheld, to take that dream away from us. And why?
Yeah.
I just don't understand. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there is people that are okay with it, but just to me, this sounds like the dumbest thing.
Hey man, you just need to fucking stop complaining, all right?
The only thing
I'm just fucking sick of your complaining. You just complain about fucking everything.
I made a podcast to complain, so
Jesus.
The thing that will save this. Because that was my thought reading this, like, non-sarcastically. I think this is just a new Game Boy, is what it looks and feels and seems like. But what can save it is if they will do light versions that are, you know, block for block of all the Switch games. So you're going to get your Zeldas, and you're going to get all the ones that you could play on a TV, put it handheld, and it'll work.
Yeah. I don't know. There's also at least 5-6 games, I think, that you have to buy these detachable Joy-Cons that are going to hook up to the thing, because the ones on the Switch Lite don't detach. So you have to buy these Joy-Cons that are detached to play 5 or 6 games. And you also have to buy this thing that it plugs into that makes it into a kickstand, because there's no kickstand on it either. And so you have to buy these 2 other things to be able to play like 5 or 6 of the Nintendo Switch games. So in the long run, you're going to be spending more than what you would spend on an actual Nintendo Switch for a fucking Nintendo Lite version.
Are you sick and tired of having every single piece you need in the same box if you buy it? Do you just look around your house going, I wish something was missing to get me back out to the store? Well, I've got the product for you.
I was like, I read an article yesterday because I was talking about how you can transfer data and stuff like that, and said these games may be problematic on the Nintendo Switch Lite. And I said, problematic? And so I started reading it, and it said Super Mario Odyssey with a rumble thing, you won't know where hidden moons are. And I was like, well, I mean, I guess it's not necessarily needed to play the game. But then they had a list of like 6 games that you had to buy these other 2 things to be able to play it. And then I was like, the Joy-Cons themselves cost like $80.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, to buy like extra Joy-Cons for Nintendo Switch, they cost like $70, $80.
You know what I'm disappointed about is that I won't be able to play Nintendo Labo.
Oh, you cannot play Nintendo Labo at all.
Yeah, I can't make my cardboard little things and play games.
Yes, Nintendo Labo can't even be played on it at all.
Yeah, because Labo, now that's innovation.
Man. See, they missed the opportunity, though. They could have released this with the Labo effect, taught you how to build cardboard body armor, so then everyone could storm Area 51 in Nintendo Labo cardboard body armor.
I don't really want to hate on it, because, I mean, I understand, but some of the things sound really cool, like the D-pad and the longer battery life. Why the fuck does it not hook to the TV? Like, what?
They're problem was calling it a Switch Lite. If they said that they're coming out with the Nintendo Poke Me Boy or something like that, I don't know.
Poke Me Boy?
Yeah,
that
Poke Me Boy.
Dirty as hell.
Yeah. Well, it's Nintendo, so it's family friendly, so they can do that. They could be like, hey, come inside me and push my buttons with your joystick, and they're just like, it's a Mario game. Look, you come inside the castle, you play with your joystick, and they can do that. They can get away with it. But they should have called it a Switch Lite. They should have called it whatever new word for Game Boy that would fit, I guess. I don't know. That's my rant. Did I lose you?
No. Good. I just lost whenever this whole thing started, so I just...
Yeah. God, if only Ryan was here, he could really rein it in and bring it back.
He could.
He would be so good.
Oh. Has anyone heard from him since this has started?
No,
I think
he
he
is
might
not.
be dead or something.
What was weird is that Zach called him, and then right after that, he got online on the Facebook there, and then he got off.
Maybe he met someone at karaoke. Maybe she's like, look, you're either going to take me on a date at Thursday at 12:30 or you'll never find love. And if that's the case, then more power to you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Yeah.
That's totally it. I'm sure he's not dead asleep right now at all.
Dead.
Maybe. Asleep? No.
I'm just upset about this Nintendo Switch Lite. I don't know how to go from here. I don't know.
Let's see how we can make this happy. Maybe, just maybe, the special Pokemon edition will have Wi-Fi capabilities, and it'll finally be a handheld MMO where you can pick any starter, and all the maps are linked together, and everyone can be happy that way.
Or the Nintendo Switch Lite has narration in all your games from Danny DeVito.
That's it. That's the key.
That'll be like, okay. It'll be like,
oh my
but you
God,
can't hook to a TV, and I'll be like, but Danny DeVito talks to you all the time.
What if we're thinking about D-pad style controls wrong? What if it's DeVito style controls? We did it.
Treasure.
We just fixed the light. We fixed the Switch Lite.
We did. I think Zach died.
I just can't wait for all the older people that don't understand what it is. And kids are like, Dad, can I get the Nintendo light switch? And they're just like, we have light switches that work. You flip them on the wall and the lights come on. He's like, no, that's not what I mean. Oh, and final complaint, of all the colors, of all the beautiful, beautiful colors in the world, yellow, I love turquoise, it's my favorite color, but yellow and gray? Really?
I don't know. I was like, what?
Would you like the one that looks like it's just straight urine, or do you want the well done steak?
I was like, when it said gray, I was like, what the hell is this? One of those big ass Game Boys like that used to have that you could knock somebody out with?
Oh yeah, the good old days.
Like the classic one?
Yeah, hey, this is just us becoming the older people. Back in my day, that was called a Game Boy. You had to put 2 AA batteries in it, and if you played it in your car at night, you better hope to God you were on a road with street lights.
I actually took 4 AA batteries, not 2.
Well, then they switched to Game Boy Colors, which did take 2. And
2. Yeah.
I also had a light that plugged into it where I could play it.
Yeah, and then your batteries lasted like 3 minutes.
Yeah. I actually had 2 Game Boy Colors, and guess what colors they were? Yellow and turquoise.
I had my mom bought me the Game Boy Color when they first came out, and mine was green.
I had 2 of them because that way I could have Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, and I could play through both of them, and I could trade with myself.
Yeah, that's the way to go. I think mine was like that purple see-through material.
Oh yeah, you get the purple see-through one. Yeah, that was too. think my brother had that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then I upgraded to the SP. I still have it around, my Game Boy SP. It's pink, and the battery can last about 18 hours. And because I tested it on a band trip in high school where I played Pokemon Fire Red start to finish, from the moment we got on the bus to the moment that we came home from the trip, is when I beat the Elite Four. And it was the most glorious moment of my life. Everyone was half dead, because we went and marched in D.C. in a parade where it was 1,000 fucking degrees, and then we're coming home, and we're like 18 hours into this trip on this charter bus where the AC was half working and the toilet backed up, so it smelled like shit. And I just like stood up and I said, I beat the Elite Four, and my one friend stood up and clapped, and everyone else said, shut the fuck up.
Hey man, at least you had that one guy stand up and clap for you.
That's
like,
true.
I mean, that's something to look back and be like, yeah.
Yes, you did it, man.
Yeah, my SP battery lasted that entire trip and never died once in 3 days. So 3 to 7 hours, get on your shit, Nintendo. What is this light? Light is like ranch light. No, give me the full ranch dressing, you piece of garbage.
Damn.
Oh my God.
So I'm starting to sound like what's the InfoWars guy? I tell you, come out with the Nintendo Switch Lite and it's gonna turn the freaking frogs gay.
You just went J. Jonah Jameson like on us, like that Nintendo's a menace.
It's a menace to society. It's gonna kill the children.
Get me pictures of Mario. Damn, calm down, JJ.
Yeah, I'm just so mad about this system that hasn't even come out yet, and I know no real features of or if it'll work. But damn it, am I pissed about it? It's ruined America.
I just wanted your story to, after you got it, he clapped, that you'll both just broke into song. You're like, I want to be the very best.
No, but we did sing Mulan a lot on that trip. We sang I'll Make a Man Out of You most of the time.
It just makes me think about the Mulan teaser now, and you brought it almost full circle.
Almost full circle. Well, let's just bring it all full circle, where I'll go back to the angry guy and be like, first, let me tell you this. You got a Nintendo Switch Lite that they're selling me a handheld console. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me there's going to be a black Little Mermaid.
Boom! And that is your show for the day, guys. Don't forget about all our social media pages. We're on Twitter at BBP for real. We're on Instagram, Blind Bandit Productions. We have a website. We already said that. We have Facebook.com/Blind Bandit Productions, and we have like Blind Bandit and Blind Bandit Productions too. We're getting it all merged together by next week. It's happening, folks.
Hell
Jump
yeah.
off if you want. YouTube.com/Blind Bandit Productions. We're doing things big. We're doing things small. We're doing all the things.
And I'm Ryan Mullins. Come to my karaoke. I win awards.
I'm Jeremiah Elliott, and I am actually in full support of Halle Bailey as Ariel. That was just a bit.
And I am going to second that.
Yeah.
And Zach is going to third it.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
What?
Don't storm Area 51. Don't do it.
Please do it, because then more dumbasses will get blown out of this world. So.
I didn't even think about that.
So if you're dumb enough to storm Area 51, then just go do it.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to us, and we'll see you next week. #good stuff.
Goddamn Nintendo Switch!